what's happening? All right, so I am a kayaker, woo, and maybe you are too. And I thought that modern vehicles you could not add a kayak rack to easily because of the new style. The style I'm used to using is I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Check out the picture. Where it hooks to the bars, it hooks around to it, and that's if your bars are separated, right? So if you look at my new vehicle, they're not separated, right? There's a piece of plastic right there, and I thought, oh no, can't use a kayak rack with these kind of cars. It's not made for it. But guess what? You can, and I'll show you how. All right, so you're gonna need a ladder if you have a tall vehicle like I do. This is a Chevy Tahoe. And what you can see here is they've got these little plastic screws, and there are 3 sets of them. That is how you connect to the newer style, okay? I had to buy another crossbar, but that just came in the mail, and let's go get it. So to do this, you're gonna need 2 pieces. You're gonna need the perpendicular pieces that go, you know, perpendicular to your rails on your car. And then you're gonna need the thing that holds the kayak. And I switched mine from this clunky style, which I don't like. Now the problem with this, because like you have a kayak on each side of this, the problem with this, it's dead center in your roof. And if you've got a tall vehicle, like I had a Grand Cherokee, which is not a tall vehicle really. This Tahoe is much taller. You have to use a ladder to strap your top strap your kayak in here, and it's just a pain in the butt. So I don't recommend this for anything unless you want to have the ability to lay this flat. And now that it's bigger, well, you can put a canoe in there, like upside down canoe or something, or I don't know, maybe. I don't think this style's very good. I think just your cheapo, you don't need to spend a lot, J-hooks are the best. And I will demonstrate that. And by the way, guys, all these products that I'm showing you are gonna be in the links in the description. Please click on them because I get money for that, and that helps the channel. So, thank you. Let's build our cross beams. This particular name brand cannot be more specific. It literally says front, all right? And I believe they can only go on one way. That's right, see? Only one side fits one way. So you're gonna have a hard time messing this up, guys, which is good because I'm the king of messing up things. But you can see on the underside right here, there is a spot that's indented with some holes. So we're gonna drop our washer in there and then these silver screws, or bolts, I mean. So on this side, it's actually got a long groove cut out. And this is for kind of an adjustable part, right? It's a little bit universal, so it'll fit a lot of different vehicles' widths. And then let's fit it up to our car to see how it fits. So we're gonna get 4 of these black bolts and then mount it to our car. All right, so the first thing we're gonna wanna do is remove our screws. I'm only gonna use the most front and the most rear because I'm doing kayaks. The middle ones are fine, I guess, if you're using 3 braces, if you're using like for like luggage carriers or something, but I don't need that, so we'll leave those in. So with a good old flathead screwdriver, I'll start to unscrew these. They're more of a plug. No, they're kind of a plug screw, so you gotta kind of pull as you unscrew them to extract them. You don't have to be rough with these. And there we go. That's what it looks like, just a little plastic screw thing. All right, let's get those done. I guess you can just throw these out, but I'll try to keep power parts. All right, let's get to building the rack. So now we are on the driver's side, and we're going to attach these little black bolts to hold down the fixed side. And they should just thread in nice and easy. Mine were a little bit rusty on the inside, so I'm going to show you a little pro tip here. Is since it's already a little bit rusty, I'm going to go ahead and put a little lubricant in there. That'll help with rust, future rust, and it'll help screw these in a lot easier because it's rusty. All right, use your favorite lubricant. I'd probably use WD-40 or lithium grease or whatever. All I got is some PB Blaster laying around, which is really for breaking bolts that are already rusted. It's a penetrating oil, but it's still oil. Oil's oil in my opinion. I mean, yeah, we can debate it all day. There's some that'll last longer and blah, 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 but for what we're doing here, it's all right. Let's go one step further. This little wrench is starting to annoy me. I'll tell you what size hex bolt it is. Hang on one sec. It is a number 4. That is the one. And you can use a socket wrench if you want. I've got a cool socket wrench by Cobalt that you just turn it and it screws on both directions if you want. And then I can also ratchet if I want. So it's kind of cool having a dual action socket wrench. You know, you can see what I'm doing here. And you don't want to get crazy because remember, I think it said 6 to 8 pounds of force. Nice and snug. All right, let's do the other side. All right, nice and snug. Now that this is all good and snug down, let's go ahead and tighten these bad boys up on the underside. All right, that side. Let's get the other side. Now, I personally think this makes this thing look a lot sportier, having these crossbars. Some may not like it. I don't know. I like it. I'm more of a utilitarian guy. I understand why they did things the way they did and whatever, but I really do think it dresses it up a little bit. You know, for that sportier look. So, if you're looking to do the J-hooks now for kayaks, okay, stay tuned. That's what I bought from Amazon. Again, links in the description. Please buy from me. Thank you. So you've got a short piece with 3 sets of holes, and you got a long one with 1 set of holes. And then you have this rubber piece that kind of sits in between them. You need to plug these 2 into each other inside this rubber piece. You can see all your holes lined up. All right, coming from the top, it's got, in this sequence, short carriage bolt, which is pretty easy to spot from a long carriage bolt because it's about 1 inch longer. Now comes your plate. You want the plate curved like this because there's a bar that's going through there. And you add a washer and then a lock nut, which has the nylon. I'm using a 1/2 inch wrench. It comes with a supply wrench. However, if you want to use that, you can. Go right ahead. Now we're going to repeat that process for all the outer holes. All right, the last piece is this round bar. And if you guessed it, it's going to go on there just like that. And we're going to use a long nut this time. Or not a long nut, a long bolt, excuse me. We're going to do a washer and a nut. And then your knob nut, or whatever you want to call it. All right, and we're just going to do the one side for now, so I can lift it up and put it on without having to assemble too much. So washer, nut, nut. And then Should just slide right over as it does. That just slides through on the top. And we're gonna line it up with the bottom, just like that. Put on your washer. Put on your regular nut. Then, get that a little bit tight, and put on your knob nut. Last step is to tighten down those two knobs until it's nice and snug. I'm just doing the one side because I'm only doing one kayak for now, but this kit did come with two, and it would just basically be the same instructions, but on the other side. So let's see how easy it is to throw a kayak on these J-hooks on a tall vehicle. Let's see how easy it is to load it on. This is the first time I'm using this one, so if I'm flustering, we'll figure it out together. Well, if you're wondering about my kayak, it is a Fusion 124 by a company called Future Beach, which I purchased from Dick's some years back. So it's a roto molded kayak, so it's pretty light, it's low in the water. It's not bad. They're about the smallest and lightest ones you can find, I think, that are pretty high quality. But yeah, let's see how easy it is to get on there. I'm gonna try to do it without a ladder. With my Grand Cherokee, I used to have to get a ladder to get up there and do it. I kind of feel like I still need to because I don't know how I'm gonna get the straps on. So we'll try it. Putting the straps on from the door. That's what a lot of people do. I like a ladder. We'll see if I can do it without a ladder. And I will tell you too, I don't know why, I'm just paranoid I guess. I like to use normally ratchet straps and not cinch straps, but cinch straps are what they give you. It's what everybody uses. We're gonna try it. Maybe you have to go that way. So I'm back to using a ladder, guys. I mean, the only good news is it's easier to get up there, but to strap that thing down, yeah, I gotta use a ladder. I think one of the reasons too that I like using ratchet straps is because they have metal hooks, you know, they're plastic covered, and I put that around the bar. I don't know if that makes a big difference or not, but you put it around both bars. That's super secure. I didn't go in anywhere. I think these cinch straps might work fine. Just as long as you slide it to where it can't slide anymore. I don't know. See, that's what you're supposed to do right there. You got it right. You just keep pulling tighter and tighter. As hard as you want. And that thing will just hold like magic. I'm always trying to tie up as much slack as I can. The more slack that's exposed, the more your line will fray. And so that's how you do a kayak. I recommend a ladder personally. If you're careful, you don't need one, but it makes life really easy, especially if you got a bigger vehicle like this. You can just throw it in the back if you got the room. So until next time, guys, more tips, tricks, kayaking fun, camping fun, all that good stuff. Check out my other videos. I'm in all this good stuff, guys. We'll see you next time.